All right, y'all. It's got to be day 58. Yeah, that's what it is. Y'all can't see, but this bright white blob right here, that's a 9-foot Frosty the Snowman in my front yard. Twinkling away. Look at him go. The shallow depth of field with the focus. I know he's blurred to shit. I know y'all can't actually see him, but if you watch the full day of eating videos, you'll see him. I show him in great detail. He's looking beautiful out there. He's greeting, we're at like the beginning of my road, so he's greeting all the neighbors as they come in. Okay? Now, you learn something new every day. For some reason, it's saying this camera's level, but I feel like it's not. Why do I feel like that? I think it's higher up than it normally is. Hold on, y'all. That might be better. It's a very specific framing that I like. And every now and then I'll hit a bump and the camera will move slightly. And I watch it back in post. I'm like, fuck, because it's just slightly off. I'm very particular about this. But one thing, you learn something new every day. Let's talk about this camera for a second. So I shot on Canon for a long time. I didn't shoot on Sony. And then when I got my Sony, I wasn't as into it. And then I got this Sony, which is like the nicest Sony video camera they make. And I really didn't use it much until now. I just kind of like fell out of my passion for video and photography. But I was looking at the files, like how you can shoot. And I've been shooting in 4K S. But there's a 4K HS, which apparently gives an even better quality image. But it's a smaller file size, but it takes more computer power to edit. So I switched to that one because I was reading it's an even better image. So a lot of people comment on how high quality my videos are, so they might get even better. I don't know if it's even noticeable, but we're shooting in 4K HS. And there's actually a 4K SI or something. That I was reading, the file sizes are enormous, and that's like the maximum. But that might not be worth it for this YouTube video. That might be if I'm shooting in like RAW or something. I don't color grade any of this footage. I would love to. Well, not really this stuff, but like if I were to make like a little like short film or something, it'd definitely be sound design, color grading. A lot more editing involved because you can really make footage look insane. Like obviously my footage looks good from the clarity of the video, and because I know how to use the it's just kind of I'm so OCD about this. From the clarity of the footage, and I know how to like use the aperture and the focus and the manual settings of the camera. But in post-production editing, you can really make stuff look crazy. It's pretty amazing. All right, so let's talk about the workout. So, we're doing back today. I'm really looking forward to chest tomorrow. I'm back on my bench pressing grind, so I'm kind of like hyper fixated on chest. But and it has been. Oh no, it's only been a day since I hit chest. I can't hit chest again, but. We're doing back today. Back is usually one of the more satisfying pumps because when I do back, my shoulders get pumped, my biceps get pumped, and like the back is just like this thickness. It just like makes you feel like really put together. Of course, I haven't been doing any vertical back movements. I've been doing all like row style. The only kind of like more lat focused, like you can draw lats with the rows. That's why I stopped doing vertical movements, because I just didn't like the way they feel. But the only like slightly vertical movement I do is like a 45-degree pull, and I really like that one, and it does feel great in the lats. But everything else is gonna be rows. I'm probably gonna do some D-handle rows. I actually brought my grips today, my little wrist straps. I didn't bring them last time, and that was a huge mistake. But I'm probably gonna do some D-handles. And then I'm gonna do some of those chest supported like T-bars. And then there's something else I did last time that felt great. What the hell was it? I'm gonna have to go back and watch my video. Because I remember I did it and I was like, hell yeah. Maybe that was it. Maybe just the D handle, the chest supported T-bar. Then I think I did the 45, and then I did the low to high, which is kind of more of like a trap upper back movement. 4 exercises, 2 working sets each. Saves time, plenty of work, and we're good to go. We'll be in and out of there lickety split, which is important tonight because it's 8:06. Is that time accurate? Nor are my headphones charging. God, we can't, after the music they played in the gym last night, we can't go without headphones, okay? I hate to say I've become one of those headphone wearers, but I'm just doing it to stop the horrible music the gym plays. Okay, yes, it is in fact 8:06. So, also my Apple Watch is somewhere in here. It's been in here for like a week, and I just haven't looked for it. But every now and then I'll hear it. I need to find it. It's like the Ultra. It's like the nicest one they make. I just got it not too long ago. So, I need to find that thing. Anyway. What the fuck was I saying? I don't know. I know we were talking about hitting back. Oh, it's 8:06. And tonight they released the new crumble cookie flavors. It's been a while since I've done a food review, but if one thing's gonna stay consistent here, besides the working out and the full day of eating is being posted every day, is that every Monday I'm going to review crumble cookie. And this week, unless they sell out of one, and then I'll be really upset. But this week, they're doing the Red Velvet Willy Wonka cookie sandwich. They're doing the semi-sweet chocolate. They have a chocolate Oreo crumble cookie, an ultimate peanut butter cookie, some like cherry chocolate one that I don't really care about, and then I think it's at a mystery flavor. But it's a good week. It seems like it's going to be a pretty good week. I'm pretty excited. But this Red Velvet Wonka one, you know, maybe it's a gimmick, but it looks good. So we need to work out. I mean, we have like probably a solid hour and a half, but I cannot miss crumble cookie. So the goal of this workout isn't maximum gains. The goal of the workout is to get out of there in time to get crumble cookie. That's what this whole workout's centered around, is leaving early enough to get crumble cookie. But, yeah, I've already told you what we're going to do. So now the only thing is to do it, you know, to get it done. I'm wearing my Rick and Morty shirt, probably one of my favorite shirts. It's getting hot in this truck. I starting the truck early because it's getting freaking cold. Let's see what the temperature is. Let's just see for funsies. Because y'all are, some of y'all are like in Canada and shit. Fucking try super cold. It's 46 degrees. So I'm going to tell you what. It feels like 0 degrees to me. It feels freaking cold. Me no likey cold weather. So, man, is this the gym right now? Is this the gym that's packed like this? Holy fucking shit. All these people are at the gym? No, what are y'all doing? Don't be at the gym. You don't want to be at the gym right now. Go home. It's cold. Get out of here. I do questions of the day on my full day of eating, and I love the interaction. I don't do questions of the day on here. But I'm going to ask y'all a question today if you've made it this far. Do y'all like a packed gym or an empty gym? I personally like an empty gym. If they said, you know, at 10 o'clock at night, from 10 to 11:30 every night, no one's in this gym, that's when I would come. I like to be alone and just feel free and just do my thing. But some people love the energy of people. Some people go to the gym specifically to socialize. Well, that's why I can't work out with fucking Yannick very often. I mean, it was nice working out with him here because he didn't know anybody. When I work out with him at Reds, that dude would literally, we would do like 3 sets of exercise, and then we'd go to walk to the next machine, and he'd get caught up in like a 30-minute conversation. And I'd be like, how are you like doing this, you know? I just, personally, I don't come to the gym to socialize. So like, whenever I started watching Sam Sulek, I kind of thought he was the same way, because he like is always working out by himself. So I was like, oh, I can relate to this guy. He doesn't really go to the gym to socialize. But then in one of his videos, he was like talking about how if he brings his food to the gym, he'll stay at the gym for like 2 hours after his workout just talking to people. And I was like, oh, okay, we're not the same. Like, I would never. The gym is not at all a social environment for me. I would never, ever stay at the gym. Like, when I'm done, usually, like before my last exercise, I'm like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, I want to be here about 2 hours tops. But that's me working out. Like, if I'm not working out, then I don't want to be here at all. But 2 hours tops, and lately I've been closer to like an hour. In and out. And we're getting just as much results as we got spending 2 hours in here. So if I can accomplish the same amount of work, the same amount of gains in half the time, that's more time I have to like live my actual life. So anyway, I don't know why the fuck my voice keeps cracking. We're here, baby. We're here. Let's go hit some back. All right, y'all. You already know. We're walking into this gym, vloggerooski style. No shame in our game, okay? We become the vlogging champion of the world. I'm looking. I see somebody bench pressing. You know, people really don't bench press a lot of weight. I'm not talking about this guy. He's bench pressing that pretty easily. But what I've noticed is like sometimes when I'm down, like I'll watch like somebody bench pressing like, let's see if I can get it first try. What? I'm so good at this now. I'll watch somebody bench pressing like fucking like 700 pounds on TikTok. And I'll be like, man, I'm super weak. And then when I actually go to the gym, like nobody's even bench pressing 315. So don't be too hard on yourself. But the machine that we want is open. So we're about to get it done. You know, I'm a very hopeful guy. So the nights that they don't play music, which I'm pretty sure is like a mistake on their part, I'm thinking, you know, these people finally, they got it. They get it. Nobody wants to listen to this shit music. But then you come back and they're playing the most terrible music and like twice the volume as ever before. So I need to get used to it. But that's why we got these right here, baby. So that was way too heavy. I did 200, it was super easy. So I jumped up to 260. It was too much. All right, so a couple mistakes were made. One, I used too heavy of a weight, but two, in the car I was saying I switched to the 4K HS. I didn't adjust the frame rate. So the frame rate was 60 frames per second, which I do 24. You should always do 24. You do 60 if you want it to like not look natural, or if you want to slow it down later. But 24 is like the cinematic frame rate with motion blur. So hopefully it doesn't look dumb because I didn't adjust the shutter speed. So I have it set up correctly now. But if you don't end up seeing the first set, it's because my settings on my camera were wrong, because I wasn't paying attention. But we got it right now, so let's get into this. Even though the first set was too heavy, I'm doing only one more set. It's only 2 sets per movement. We're not doing more than that, so. All right, y'all. We're doing the fun camera angle within the preloaded barbell rack. Having some fun with it. And I realize now that I didn't get a second camera angle for the dumbbell rows. It's a little harder. Let me actually move this to the higher spot. It's a little harder to get second camera angles. Well, the real reason I didn't get it is because I was thrown off because my settings were wrong. But also, when there's more people in here, I don't want to be in anybody's way. Activated by T Grizzly. That's a good song. Somebody asked me what my all-time favorite PR song is. Kind of impossible to say. A lot of King Von will get me in the zone. But T Grizzly's pretty serious. But I like System of a Down. I like white people music too, you know. I listen to Pandora. I should be on Spotify, but right now I'm listening to an ad, so I'm just gonna wait until the ad stops playing. Yeah, okay. Alright y'all, so I moved the camera and I just guessed at the focus. Could have done autofocus, but you know how I hate that focus breathing. But if the focus is wrong, then the whole set's out of focus, which would be worse than focus breathing. It's a risk I'm willing to take tonight. This is my favorite thing to do for back, this movement right here. This is like on how leg day, how I say I could just do belt squats and leave. I could just do this and leave. This feels so good. Two sets and we're done. All right, y'all. So I actually wanted to do the like high to low thing. I'm gonna go low to high first because there's a bunch of people congregated around the other one. And I could actually do it on one of these, but I feel like I'd be taking up too much space. And it really doesn't matter. I could do more weight next time. Yeah, we're going up. All right, y'all, one more set, and then we're out of here. You know, I was just admiring the aesthetics. Admiring the aesthetics? I was just looking in the mirror. Glad I took the pump cover off early. Always nice to see what's going on. I'm making a tremendous amount of progress being so consistent. I've never been this consistent in my life. Like, I'm actually shocking myself with how much progress I'm making. It's awesome. All right. Whew. All right, man. So I'm all about respecting people in the gym, but like I wanted to do the high to lows, and there's like this one bench I want to use to do it, and there's like 4 guys talking around the bench. They were all standing around it as if it was like the center of attention, and they never used it, and they never did any work. And now they've dispersed, but there's a sweater hanging on it. So I don't know if they're using it. I don't know if someone's using it or not. But it's like I think it's the only one in here like that. And I just want to do my last 2 sets and get out of here. And that's why I don't understand the gym as a social environment. I'm coming here to work out. All right, y'all. So the group of talking individuals that aren't putting in any work at all. I'm trying not to be frustrated, but they're back congregated around that one bench that I need. And you know, the solution, the easy solution would be to go say, hey guys, what's going on here? But I'm just gonna do this instead. I haven't been doing any vertical movements, and I actually did a couple warm-ups, and I really like the way this one feels. So we're gonna give it a go. We got 4 plates on there, and this will be our first working set, 1 of 2, I think. Let's see. Could have done a little bit more, but this really actually feels quite nice. All right, y'all, last set, and I don't think I'll do the pump check today just because there's so many people here. Y'all can see the pump right now, right? I can see it. I can feel it. And you know, one of the hardest things in the gym is like, I could easily do twice as much work in this gym. I could stay twice as long. I could put in twice as many sets. You know, twice the volume, obviously. No problem. It wouldn't be hard for me. The hardest thing to do is calling it short. Like calling it when you know you've done enough without doing too much. Because that's what I'm having to do right now. I'm having a great lift. I feel really pumped. I'm really strong on everything. I'm a little bit stronger on everything I've done today than I usually am. Yeah, I'm very in the zone. The pre's hidden. I feel great. I just gotta stop. I gotta stop because it's better. The less volume I do, the more I grow. So you gotta know when to call it. And that's it, y'all. Oh shit. To have so many plates on there, they fucking fall off the machine. But yeah, that's it for the workout. Let's go get some crumble cookie. All right, y'all, and just like that, we're done. And you know, I realized with this lower volume that I think everyone's overdoing it in the gym. And I guess it depends what your goals are. Like if your goals are just to lose weight, maybe you should be in here as long as possible burning calories. But everyone that's here right now was here when I got here. You know what I mean? And yeah, some people, like I said, are socializing. They come to the, oh, going the wrong way here. Wait, I'm in the focus. Yeah, some people are socializing, so they might not be doing as much volume as it seems. Ooh, that Chevy's on long travel. That looks badass. I should have long traveled my truck. But anyway, but yeah, a lot of people that I went in there, they were already like sweating pretty profusely. So they were probably a good ways into their workout, and they're still in there putting in work. And they're probably putting in too much work, which is crazy to think about because I feel like a lot of people are avoiding the gym because it's difficult. but it's like I'm doing like half the amount of work I used to do, and I'm making progress. So this whole time I've been working out, I could have been doing way less and making even better progress, which is crazy to think about. But right now we got to go get some crumble cookie. All right, y'all, another successful day in the books. And that, what the fuck? That was maybe that was an ad. Must have been what it was. But yeah, that workout. So it was technically 8:07 or 8:08 because I had to pack up all my stuff when I started walking to the gym. Then when I get in the gym, I have to set my bag down, set my music up, set my camera up, you know, I put like a little adapter on it. I put the neutral density filter on it so I can get shallow depth of field. It's about a 5-minute setup before I get into lifting. So I would say, you know, enough mumbo jumbo here. I would say that I probably started the workout around 8:15 to 8:20. And it's I got in the truck at 9:10. It's 9:12 now. So that was like a 50-minute workout. 50, which is nothing, y'all. And I actually just turned the wrong freaking way. Hold on, let me turn around right here. I just turned the wrong way because I'm going to crumble cookie. I'm used to going home. The beautiful thing, y'all, about this, the house we bought, it is literally 1 mile away from my girlfriend's place of work, which is Red's, the gym I used to go to before they told me I couldn't film. Still bitter about that. But everything happens for a reason because this Hub City Elite has a lot nicer equipment. But it's 1 minute from her work. It's literally about a 5-minute drive to this gym. And that's only because of like traffic lights and stuff. This gym's probably like 2.5 miles away. And then Crumble Cookie is right in between the gym and the house. And like also the grocery store, actually 2 grocery stores. Rouse's is right here, Albertsons. If we go past the house, about 2 miles the other way is like Whole Foods, Costco. We are literally centralized in town. We are centered to everything. I'm also just about 3 miles away from my rent house. If I ever need to check up on that. We just bought the best location in town. It is the hoity-toity neighborhood. We don't like, a couple blocks over the houses get really nice. We don't live in like a fucking crazy ass house. But we're surrounded by a lot of crazy ass houses. We're surrounded by the rich folk, which just makes it a better part of town, you know what I'm saying? Whew. I'm really excited about this red velvet cookie. The red velvet and the Oreo chocolate crumb or whatever it is, that sounds awesome too. I'm interested about the ultimate peanut butter because I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter cookies. One of the first cookies I ever loved was a peanut butter cookie, but something happened along the way. And I wouldn't choose a peanut butter cookie, but I still like them. And ultimate peanut butter, and that sounds like it's gonna be about as peanut butter as it gets. But we'll talk about the cookies in the cookie review. Right now, let's talk about the workout. Yeah, y'all, I really feel like people are overtraining. And for instance, okay, so when I cut on TikTok and I got pretty lean, I lost so much freaking strength. And I was doing so much volume, supersets, drop sets. Like, I was staying in the gym like 2 hours. I was taking like 45-second rests. Now, y'all, 8 sets. And I take like 3-minute rests, sometimes longer. I take super long rest periods because I'm not doing a lot of volume so that I can replicate the sets. And it's been heaven on earth, y'all. If you've been following my content for a long time, or at least for like the past like 6 months, you'll know that I did some PEDs recently. And I made some tremendous progress in the course of about 9 weeks, okay? Mostly weight gain and my bench went up. That's kind of how I was judging my progress. But I was still doing too much volume. And I will say now, doing the low volume, I feel like I've made more progress. Because some people have asked me, you know, like, to talk about steroids. I don't know if they think I'm on something right now, but I'm not. I'm I'm like, I don't take protein powder. I'm inconsistent with my creatine. Like, this is just like me right now. So, I feel like I've made more progress doing this low volume and training every day than I did when I was on that cycle, because I was less consistent. So it just goes to show you how much the training really pays off. And I was doing like super low doses. I think if I would have like doubled the doses, I would have probably seen some really dramatic gains. But still, point being, consistency and low volume training has proven to be more effective than low dose PEDs. And unfortunately, the way my mind works is I'm now curious what PEDs and the low volume training would do coupled together. Because that would be really crazy. Because the one thing that so like my strength is fantastic. My shape, like everything is coming together more than it ever has. But the one thing that I'm not feeling that I felt on PEDs is, on PEDs, the pump is like unreal. So what I found is, like some people, they have like naturally rounder muscle bellies. They just kind of look full all the time. I don't. My muscles look somewhat flat unless I get a pump. But when I was on the PEDs, they looked round and they felt full all the time. I felt like I was like inflated with air, like all the time. Like I could like grab this bottle of water and like do this with the cap and my forearm was pumped. And it was like a very amazing feeling. It was a superhuman feeling. But if I had been on this regimen, like getting as much protein as I'm getting right now, being as consistent as I am with training and the lower volume, and I was taking the shit, maybe even like double the amount of stuff I was taking, because it would have still been like a safe dose. Who knows? And that might come in the future. I'm getting my blood work. I got some blood work done, and it was, they didn't even check my testosterone levels. They checked everything else. And I was like, where's my testosterone levels? And she's like, oh, you want to check that? She's like, come back in a month. So I was like, oh, fuck. So, yeah, I just want to make sure like everything's good. I mean, I'm getting older, you know. I don't want to like put my health in jeopardy. I'll swallow my pride, you know, and like just stay the way I am if I shouldn't risk it. But if they're like, man, everything looks great, I'll dabble a little bit. Why not? Anyway, we're at Crumbl Cookie, so I'm gonna, you know, stop this car talk and we'll resume in a second. All right, y'all. The Crumbl Cookie has been. Phone always just automatically starts playing. Damn Bluetooth, the future. Oh man, there's a car that's so small right there that I almost just drove. I put it in drive and almost just drove right into it. And then I remembered seeing something. What is that? It's gotta be like a little Miata or something. Like you literally can't even see it over the hood of my truck. That would have been pretty bad. What was I saying? Oh, the Crumbl flavors are insane this week, y'all. Insane. There was a, okay, so there's the Oreo. I'm going to be talking about this in my review. I don't know if I should keep this video about the workout. But I'm just like, obviously I got out of the truck. I'm a little sidetracked now. Moral of the story, I think I went over most of the flavors, but moral of the story, the one that I wasn't excited about, which is the Black Forest cake or something, the girl said that's her favorite. So now I'm kind of excited about it. And then the mystery flavor was cinnamon fry bread, which is like a fan favorite. I've never had it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to get home and eat these cookies. But let's talk about the workouts, which I don't even want to talk about now because I'm smelling these freaking cookies. Oh, and if you want to make content, y'all, just make it. Like, I was walking in with my camera, and part of my Crumbl Cookie review, I'm not going to buckle my seatbelt, I'm sorry. Part of my Crumbl Cookie review is I get a scene like walking up to Crumbl, and then I get a scene of me, like a shot of me opening the door. And one of the workers was outside, and he rushed to the door and he opened the door for me. And I was like, I was like, hey man, I appreciate it, but I got to get me opening the door for the vlog. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And he just like went inside and I did my thing, you know? It's not a big deal. Like, no one cares. And he walked in and he told the other girl working, he was like, hey, he's vlogging. Like, some people get excited about it, you know? You don't have to feel uncomfortable. It is what it is. And they're super friendly. If anything, I think people, especially at like establishments like that, I think they're more friendly to you because, I don't know, they think they're on film or whatever, you know? But it's pretty cool to make content. It's pretty fun. If it's something you want to do. Some people don't want to do that. Some people want to be private. They want to be secretive of their life, and I understand that too, you know? I'm kind of 50-50. I'm like a pretty, like, to myself guy. But at the same time, I love making content, and it's easy to make content about my own life because I'm living it. So that's, you know, it's a weird duality that I have with content, because I'm literally equal parts private as I am just like, hey, I'm going to tell y'all everything about my life. Like, sometimes I really overshare on this content. For instance, before this workout, I ate some buffalo wings and some pizza, and it was a huge ass meal. And then my girlfriend literally sucked me dry, okay? Just sucked the soul right out of my genitalia. And I passed out on the couch face down. Like, I don't even remember the sequence of events. I remember the fellation, and then I just remember waking up like face down on the couch, like, where the fuck am I? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta work out back tonight. See, so like, that's the kind of stuff I'll overshare, you know? But it's because, like, who really cares? Like, some of y'all might think that's kind of like a funny story, you know? Might get a kick out of it. So that's why I share it. To bring smiles to the faces of the viewers, okay? But I will say, let's talk about the workout a little bit. That vertical movement at the end, that lat pull down thing I did, I actually really liked that. The freedom of the handles, I was able to pull exactly in the line that I wanted. So that I might start incorporating a vertical movement in. I really do like that 45-degree thing that I couldn't do. And I was quite frustrated at those guys for, like, when you, one time at Reds, y'all, and it seems to be like college age guys that I don't think they have anything better to do, so they're just kind of like hanging out at the gym. But there was this one particular pec deck machine. It was the good one. They have like 3 of them at Reds, but it was the good one, okay? And it was like the last thing I wanted to do in my workout. And there was these 2 guys talking. And one of them was sitting on it, and he was just like, he had his arm draped over the pec deck thing, and he was like talking. And so I did an extra set of the movement I was doing, being like, they're gonna move anytime now. They're not doing actual work, they're just talking. And they didn't. So then I went to another part of the gym, and I did 4 complete sets of a whole different movement that wasn't on the plan. It took about, I was taking a rest period, so it took about like 10, 12 minutes. I come back, they're still on it. I decide, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to do this today. And I just did an extra movement, so I said, scrap that movement. I go to the snack bar, I order food, I wait for the food, I eat the food, and as I'm leaving, this is like 35 minutes later, they are in the same spot, talking, not using the equipment. And that's just crazy to me, to like be that inconsiderate. And I understand that, like, the solution to that would probably be just to go talk to them. Like, communication is always key. Be like, hey, are y'all actually using this? And if they say, yeah, we're using it, and just keep talking, that'd be a dick move. But they might say, oh, my bad, like, you know, we didn't think anybody wanted this, so we were just kind of getting carried away in our conversation. But it's like, I guess the way I am is I have forethought of like what people are doing. I'm anticipating other people's moves. So like, I'm not so oblivious that I would assume that I can sit on a machine for 30 minutes, 40 minutes having a conversation. I do my work and then I move, you know, because that's just the considerate thing to do. You know, I'm a nice guy like that. I don't know what to say. But I'm not going to be nice to these fucking crumble cookies, baby. La, 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 la. I'm going to tear these bitches up. Ah, yeah. I love cookies so much. And I make the best chocolate chip cookie in the entire world. I'm getting ready to make some very soon. I'll make a cookie skillet. But I use a mix of bread flour and all-purpose flour. I use dark chocolate bars that I cut into like shards, mixed also with milk chocolate chips. And I use a little bit of espresso powder. So I make my own espresso with some local coffee. I save the powder, I dry it, and it gives this depth of flavor. And I brown butter. I use brown butter. I brown butter in a cast iron, and that's the butter that I use in the cookie. And it is the most decadent, most richest, deepest flavored chocolate chip cookie on the planet Earth. Like, as good as crumble cookies are, they've never experienced a cookie as good as this cookie that I make. No, I don't think many people have. It's incredible. So I, reign supreme as the cookie master. Ultimately, it's just that I only make one kind. So crumble's nice, so you can get that variety of flavors. They're always changing it up every week. And I wish they changed it up more frequently, because like I'm gonna eat all these and then I'm gonna have to wait till next Monday, and it feels like forever. But at the same time, if they did have new flavors every day, I would be a tub of lard, because I would be eating cookies every day. And I would also be spending a lot of money, because these aren't cheap. I spent like $30 on these cookies, because I'm a tipper. I think they were 24 and I tipped $6. So I feel for these people, you know what I'm saying? I feel for these people. They're working hard, just like everybody else. But anyway, great workout. About to carbo load, and I'll see y'all in the next video.